ship out of that thing. Get out of my screen. Dirty cummy stuff. 230-45, yeah. Okay, if I must. The Germans, because we're still not one with the fucking Germans. Oh man, that was a fucking epic game as well, if I have to say so myself. Just let down by Gaijin and their crappy economy. Yeah, don't expect to earn much lines in these vehicles. They might have cheap repair costs. Yeah, that's cheap to repair considering it's tier 4. But even so, you know, don't be expecting to make a lot of money in these. It's just not going to happen. I've not exported this crew. Really? That's changing. That's changing now. Fuck the RTY2. If this has got improved matchmaking so it's not going against post-war shit, I'm going to be taking this out for a spin and testing it over the corpses of my enemies. Because that's what's going to happen when I'm taking this out. It's a killer machine. I mean, in the previous matches that I've taken out, it's been a case that the matchmaker is basically fucked me. And in that case, you know, there's not really anything I can do about it. I can put in a good effort, but their tanks just have superior firepower at the end of the day. They can penetrate me from the front. Second World War tanks would have great difficulty doing that, especially against this tank. The frontal armour is second to none as far as Second World War goes. If you're shooting at this from the front, if you've not got an easy shot on its lower front plate, say you're at a distance, yeah, chances are you're not going to penetrate because that armour is just perfectly shaped to deflect shots coming in. If he's on a slightly inclined slope, the way I got killed in that other video where I got one shot because it went through the ground, yeah, if you're inclined so that you've got slight depression on that and this is covered by the ground, you can only see, you know, let me just zoom in. Ooh, that's as far as it will zoom. Okay, so ooh, that'll work. Right, so you imagine that you're in a an enemy tank trying to shoot at this. If that's all you can see from that angle, you're kind of buggered, really. You can't effectively penetrate him with anything you've got. The machine gun port is a very slight weakness, to be honest. The armour on that, I believe, is still fairly thick. In fact, it's probably thicker. Yeah, effective thickness 293, 218. That fucking it hit over 500 there. 271. There's no real weakness in this area. That's a very slight weakness, just there. That's like a minuscule shot, and a normal won't fit into that slot, I don't think. So I don't think that's an effective way to penetrate it. That pinhole, yeah, you want to try putting around through that, through maybe a moving target, or maybe after whilst you're moving. At long distance, again, you're not going to hit it. And like I say, if you've only got that to look at from that particular perspective, you know, at long distance range shot, you're not going to penetrate. That's what this tank was good for. It's a really good defensive tank. You know, frontally, the armour is almost perfect. There's very few weaknesses on it, and you need a very high velocity gun to get through this area here. Let's just have a look. Okay, so from that angle, for example, that's a flat-on shot. That's 180 millimeters of armour. Second World War, there wasn't many Allied guns that could do that, and they were kind of few and far between. I think 190 millimeters from kind of steep angle. But yeah, you get the idea. It's very difficult to penetrate that from the front. I mean, look at that, 301 millimeters on the bolt mechanism, or the recoil mechanism of the gun. Yeah, try penetrating that if you will. The gun itself is actually quite thin, 28 millimeters. But again, hitting that is difficult. Here itself, that's 135. So again, that's still difficult to penetrate, especially if you're doing a long-range shot. You might look at a shot at it, but yeah, it's not going to be a regular occurrence, I don't think. I mean, the weakness is obviously kind of like if you get it on its side, get a shot into this turret there. Yeah, the ammo, I believe, is back here. Just check it. Yeah, we've got ammo there and ammo here and here on both sides of the hole. So if you get a flank on shot, that's where you need to be aiming, because yeah, chances are it's going to detonate. That's, I believe, how they lost quite a few of them in the Second World War when they did actually get taken out. Flank shots just basically cooked off the ammunition and destroyed the tank. Generally speaking, an ammunition explosion, yeah, the crew are going to be dead from that as well. I don't think that they were separated as far as the hull went. So any explosion here would get these guys at the front as well. And these are 88mm rounds. Yeah, you can think about that kind of explosion. Also, when I say explosion, you've got to remember that these are projectiles. They're basically meant to shoot off these rounds here. So if the shot comes in and hits that round there, for example, and detonates it, chances are it might detonate, well, possibly 6 rounds around it, maybe the entire stack. If all of those 9 rounds go off, is it 9 rounds? No, sorry, that's 11 rounds. That's the commander dead, the gunner dead. If anything, they will ricochet inside the confines of the tank. There will be shrapnel flying around as well. You get the idea. It's not going to be a pretty picture. Same thing for if that pile goes off. These piles here, they're less likely to kill. Well, when I say kill, yeah, they will still kill everything around them, because you've got to bear in mind there's quite a large amount of high explosive in the back. Well, when I say high explosive, gunpowder, basically the explosive they use to propel the round. I'm not sure of the exact composition for the Germans, but yeah, it depended on country. I think England, I think it was called. I know they use that in the explosives for the majority of the bombs. I'm not sure if they use it in the ammunition, but you get the idea. It's gonna go boom, and that's fail. And that's kind of the weakness of the Tiger 2. You get it on the sides, it's dead. If you're good with the shooting. This area down here, that's fuel tank. Yeah, fuel tanks, they go quite easily, and there's fuel tanks there and there as well. So yeah, if you get around the side, it's toast. I mean, from the front, much more difficult in order to take it out. You've got to be lucky or have a really powerful gun and know your penetration values, and indeed aim for certain weak spots, i.e. here, if that's available. If that isn't available, yeah, you're not gonna last very long if he's shooting back at you, if he's accurate anyway. The IS-3, I think, might not suffer so badly, but the better ammunition with this, that will probably mess with the IS-3 a bit more. I've not got that unlocked yet, but more than likely it will. Anyway, I'll jump back into a battle. But to be honest, yeah, as far as World War II tanks go, this don't listen to what the Russians say. It was the most effective heavy tank developed, I suppose, or used. The Pershing was really a medium as far as weight classification went. Although it did have quite a heavy punch itself, it wasn't anywhere near as capable as this. This could take out, like, if used correctly, quite vast amount of numbers of enemy vehicles. In fact, I mean, like in the defense of Berlin, I've read of certain reports of them taking out literally 25 tanks. One of them, like, by one King Tiger. Tiger, or indeed Panzer. It could have been a Panther, but, you know, they get, they were renowned for being rugged tanks, I suppose. It would take quite a pounding. Basically, you've got to think, I mean, you know, most of the time an enemy wouldn't necessarily be aiming or be able to aim at the weakest point of this tank, because it would be either dug in behind cover or haul down. If it's haul down, yeah, you've got real problems taking this thing on. And also, as far as things like the Pershing go, the IS-2 not so much. I mean, obviously, the Russians, they just were crazy as far as building stuff went. But yeah, the Pershing wasn't in large numbers used by the end of the World War Two. I think literally like a few a few divisions used them, but I've read of a few accounts of them being used. But the other thing as well is you've got to remember is by that point in the war, Germany had lost most of its tank aces. I mean, Whitman, for example, he'd been killed in France, and he was pretty much one of their best. I mean, I don't, I've not really. I mean, I've checked a little bit into his kind of history, but as far as I know, he was an SS commander. But at the same time, you've got to kind of respect his ability as a tank commander with regards to using his vehicle. Um, there was one particular instance on in Normandy where he took on a convoy of over 20. I think it was about 25 vehicles he took out at the end of the day. It might have been more than that. I'll have to read through it again, but if I do find it, I'll find out. Well, I will have a look at it actually on Wikipedia, and maybe do a little bit of a kind of review, I suppose, or details about it. Conquest on this map in the Tiger 2. And again, yeah, I would put music on, but it kind of messes with Twitch. Well, Twitch messes with it, so I'll leave it fairly quiet for the time being. Actually, thinking about it, I'll close my lamp down so it stops fucking the video up in the meantime. And that's a mixed team. Yeah, God, it was almost a full German team there. And then Gaiji goes, no, it's not gonna happen. M5A1. Screw you, guy. Yeah, back over there. I'm gonna be careful of that guy. Best thing to do is probably try and get a position where he can cover A. Yeah. Not impressed. It's another mixed match. Yak Panther there, he's got easy armor to penetrate really in comparison to Yak Tiger. Oh, not Yak Tiger, fucking Tiger 2. Just missed him.
Attacking! Ready!
Close, yeah, he moved. I think he figured out how to shoot him. Hit him. That guy behind him, lord. Took out some of his crew as well. Right, I'll be shooting him again then. Oh. Oh man. It's straight through him pretty much. What's that? That's a panther. Too high. Oh, carnage. Ah, just missed him. Tiger one over there. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that was Panther. That was the Panther. He went up. He must have committed suicide. I must have wrecked his tank pretty badly with that shot.
It serves him right.
Hit no penetration.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Loading!
Ah!
Take him down!
Yeah, you can bend. E44 is dead as well. No visual on that guy. Yeah, you can bend. Just in it.
Loading progress! Yes!
Again, just a hit. Didn't go through, really? That's better. Oh, he's not dead, someone else killed him. Oh man! People are stealing my kills, I do not appreciate this. Still on top. I've been getting plenty of crits on these guys. Set 2 of them on fire, no. Was it 2? Yeah. That's the bear cat. You went for the multi-kill. Don't blame him on that one. But yeah, I like the multi-kills. I think, generally speaking, unless it's someone that you've just literally killed and, like, you know, they know your position, you normally say, God, get away from you, idiots. Just have to waste it. Really? Oh, game, you failed me. Game, why? This is a like 60, no, 65-ton tank, I think it is. Can't move wood. Methinks that is not true. They'd like remove my side skirts on this tank. I'll give them that, the bastards. Look, they've taken one up. Not much fun, really. Well, so it's more, well, less fun for them because they're getting hammered. There's an AA down here. Don't think I'm gonna get them though. Security blitz. They're letting the other really get him? Oh, I think not. If I get the chance, I'm killing this guy. Ready?
Yes, a hit!
getting at least an assist on this guy. He's set him on fire. There was another tank over there, I'm sure. It depends. Yeah, there was a tiger over there as well. Yeah, they've still got two left somewhere. I'm wondering if they've either made a run or are hiding somewhere. Ah, there's one bear cat. Ah, it's just above my elevation. Didn't get anyone. Aha! Someone's bringing a B-24 in. Lol. Where is he? Lost him in the sun, I think. Change to a different position so I can get better elevation. He's still quite far away. You might even get into the bow. That bridge actually gives me an idea. I'll be waiting.
Let's go home.
It's only 2 assists, but 13 hits. And 2 crits on that one. Not bad again. See that? Ah, that's jumping up now. That's with the ×5 because we won. Yes, that was a nice amount of RP as well. That's why you get the ×5s. And you do it with the premium as well. If you don't do it with premium, then you lose out. 18 days left, really? Shit. Birds. Now then, I think get straight down to this one, or at least get down working on it if I can. Don't think I'll be able to, unfortunately, because yeah, the RP costs for these are mental. Yeah, there we go. Can't get down there, but I can start working on these, which is what I need. I need to research one more modifications on the previous tier, which is like that or that. I'm gonna go for elevator mechanism. Get that done. That done as well. Still not done the tracks yet, or should have maybe done that with that just amount, but still, I've got this sorted out now, which is the heat rounds, which are kind of yeah, not worth taking. Fuck heat rounds.